Hey everyone, welcome back to the Let's Play of Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen. Um, Sorry about the long video last time around. Most of the early fights aren't going to be that long. That actually happens to be one of the longest early fights, or early maps. It actually has like 26 enemies on it, which is why everything ended up taking so much longer. I'd forgotten it was really that long. Fortunately, most of the most of the maps that we do here over the next couple videos aren't going to be that long, so I'll be able to spend more time on explaining things and showing certain things off to you guys, which I'm about to do here in just a second. But I want to go ahead and warn you that later on in the game, certain fights are going to be just as long, and I'll probably be splitting those up into multiple videos as well. But in that scenario, I'll expect it coming, so you'll have a much more fluid break in between videos, probably. So, my apologies for that. I'll make sure to put those two videos up together at the same time, though, so that no one's, like, just waiting for that one to be done. I wanted to mention a couple things about Pogram Forest before we go ahead and jump into what we're gonna do for the rest of this video. Pogram Forest is actually another place. Like, you have to go back to a lot of these places for items and special endings and so on and so forth. Pogram Forest is one of those places that will pop up again a couple times. You have to get the silver from Para/Cell Ship or whatever, depending on which version you're playing. And you have to get the Gem of Dune traded for the orb, which is also for the best ending. So, we'll be revisiting Pogram Forest eventually. I don't know if that'll be on video. Probably will. I'll probably do that along with some other stuff, and kind of do a little walkthrough for that for you guys on that. Other good thing about Pogram Forest is it's actually where you can start picking up imps and undead enemies like skeletons and ghosts. So if you're interested in doing that, I highly recommend picking them up at Pogram Forest, unless you get an egg on an earlier map, and you can actually just generate some imps from that. But for your undead, they're pretty much the best place to pick them up is Pogram Forest in the beginning, just to boost their stats if you're actually going to play, except for, you know, them having no health. I don't like to play with undead units. They are very, I don't know, they're very situational for me. They're fun. I mean, there's not a problem with them, but they're not something I'm going to focus on, especially not in this particular LP. But anyways, I wanted to save the class ups for you guys, because, wow, we have quite a bit of changing around to do. So, let's go ahead and just jump into that. We did a lot of work in Pogram, and we are well on our way to really having some nice teams started up. So we have even more knights now, which is awesome, because we're going to want as many paladins as we can, of course, you know. And we'll actually be very close to that now that I think about it. We might actually have some people that are. What? Lands is 7, or Lons is 7, so, now that I think about it. Okay, yeah, he's in perfectly good shape to class back up if we need him to. But yes, we have unlocked Samurai on Lons. So here's the deal, okay? So most of the time, what we're aiming for is we're aiming for Paladin, right? Okay, but of course, you know, it takes, you know, you don't get to upgrade to Paladin until like 14 or 15 or something like that. So it takes a while. So rather than sitting as Knight for an extended period of time, Samurai actually has the same amount of tax. You know, your stats don't change, and everything generally stays the same, except, and let me make sure I'm getting this right, because I don't want to give you guys wrong information. Okay, yeah, so everything pretty much stays the same, except that Samurais have slightly better level ups in that they're. Well, I'm freaking going freaking crazy here. Okay, so their HP and their strength and their agi are all the same, right? But samurais get slightly increased int stats, which you're like, why the fuck does that matter? I don't need int on my paladins. They're, you know, my frontline fighters. Well, that's true. They are your frontline fighters, but int is also your magic defense and your magic evade. So what we do is we get our people promoted to knights as soon as we can, right? And then as soon as they hit 7, and we can actually bump them up to samurais, we bump them up to samurais because those few extra levels from samurai to where we get to, because we're not going for samurai masters, because they're kind of inferior to paladins in stats. So you don't get paladin until level 15. So you take samurai until you get to level 15, and then all you have to do is freaking, you know, demote down to fighter, promote up to knight, and then promote up to paladin, and you have a much stronger unit, because they'll be a lot more resistant to magic, and that's, you know, you can't argue against that. That's just awesome. So we also have more knights, which they're pretty close to being samurais as well. I'm gonna go ahead and switch these over to Valkyries. Okay. So, awesome stuff all around so far. He's very much on the cusp. I would prefer to turn him into a ninja, like so. Awesome. Awesome ninjas. Ninjas are actually, like, in my opinion, ninjas are the best evil class frontliner. Because, yeah, you're like, oh, well, they don't have as much HP, and they don't have as much strength as, you know, other classes do, but they have ridiculously high agility, right? So it's really hard for people to hit them, for physical classes to hit them, and they almost guarantee their hits. And their int is a lot better than the majority of other, you know, physical classes, because they're kind of a hybrid. So yeah, they do slightly less damage, but they get hit a lot less, so they're very, very reliable tanks. They're kind of dodge tanks, you know? And, when it comes to magic, they take vastly less damage from magic and get hit a lot less frequently by it. So, and I mean, magic is really, like, kind of the hard thing to deal with at the end of the game. So they're very, very, very good. Freaking witches, but we're going Valkyrie. Because, like, witches are nice, but we're not gonna worry about a witch. Which witch is which? So we only got wizard right here, cleric, which we don't care about those. So Jerry's unit and Gilbert's unit are a little behind, and we'll be focusing on them in the next fight. But everyone else is doing very, very well. And we actually have another ninja right here, so we're gonna promote down, okay, and then we'll promote back up to ninja. It's awesome. And they're very close. We might have to look at a few things. We might have to go cheap a couple ninjas real fast, because I do want a couple of them. And I know some people are on the cusp. Oh, damn. Did not mean to hit the extra, you know, back. But I think with Gilbert's unit and Jerry's unit, we'll end up with enough ninjas. Because, obviously, you know, I want plenty of paladins. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Change class. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. Okay, so also a little behind on Zell still, but we got him quite a bit that last match, so I'm not super worried about it. We'll get a bit on him as well this coming fight. And then Valkyries. Now Valkyries are just amazing. Honestly, like, I'll use a few clerics here and there, but the good thing about Valkyries, and later on Muses, is they're so incredibly strong. They do so much damage, and when you need to, when you need to, you can very easily just switch them over to a cleric, and then switch them back. So it's not like you have to sit there and, yes, we have another freaking, change this class, we'll just split up, that's fine. Okay, so change class, let's go find him over here real fast. We want another ninja, yes. So, what we're actually doing right now, oh, and we had access to a wild man, but, like, I don't like wild men very much. They're kind of like the evil version of knights, but in my opinion, ninjas are far better. Wild men, of course, they get a little more HP, and they hit a little harder, but everything else, they're just vastly inferior on, so not really my opinion of what I'd like to do. So, yeah, we're not really where we want to be with that. Damn it, I keep hitting the button wrong. Okay, so, I'm gonna go ahead and pause here real fast. I wanted you guys to see who all we were. Really, I swear, if I keep hitting that button. I'm gonna pause, and I'm gonna do some shuffling around of units. I just wanted you guys to see all the different class ups that we've gotten, and why Pogram Forest is such a good, map for doing that. So I will be right back, and I'll show off the new formations that we're gonna have. So, un momento. Okay, and welcome back. Sorry for the pause. Actually ended up having lunch while that was happening. So we got all of our class changes done. We got all of our reorganizing done. I went ahead and did equipment just to assign some things to some people. I wanted to show you guys some stuff real fast, though, before I ran out of this menu. We did get a merchant item last fight, or last video. And these are very, very, very nice. What they actually do is you use them while you're on a map, and it'll summon a merchant. I think his name's Jack or something like that. And what he actually does is he sells stat up items like this strength. And they're relatively expensive. I think around like 21,000 a pop, maybe 25 for the most expensive one. So it's not something we're even gonna worry about right now. But later on in the game, they're extremely nice for being able to sit there and kind of augment your characters. Buff up an attacker who's falling a little too far behind, or give someone who dies to magic too much a little bit more int or something like that. Very, very, very nice items. So we got really lucky on that. So yeah, wanted to take you guys through a tour of our formations now real fast. First off, we got, our Lord's unit, which is unchanged, and we're actually probably going to start leveling him up a little bit. He's always going to be a little bit behind everyone else, but if we wait too much longer, he's going to be completely irrelevant in battles. So I like to do it around this time, Pogram Forest or around, like, right here. Pogram Forest is actually probably the better of the two choices, because you can just set a cleric in his party, and you'll get a lot of experience off of that. I probably should have done that, but I'm not too worried about it. So you'll also notice that we don't have any more clerics, and part of the reason for that is that, where we're going, we're not going to need any clerics. There aren't any undead, and I only like to use clerics on higher level units or when you're facing the undead. So all our clerics have been changed over to Valkyries. This is Riddle. She's the one that we got up to 100 charisma and 100 alignment. And we just stuck her with these two. They're both high flying. We're not going to put her in fights probably ever. She'll probably never see a fight for the rest of the game. But what she's going to do is she's just going to fly around and liberate places. She'll always be our liberator unit. So with her being high flying, she'll get there before everyone else, and when we actually start liberating everything else, it'll go a little bit faster. We have our Warren unit, which is just massive now. 2 ninjas in the front means they're much more survivable. They have a lot more damage than just the 2 fighters or whatever. So that's a great unit. We have another killy unit over here that Gilbert is a part of. And we're going to end up trying to take him the route of the ninja as well, and hopefully we'll take this fighter that route as well. So those are our 2 ninja primary units. Most of the rest of the things will have knights. We might have a few more ninjas here and there. This is our high sky killy unit. We'll have Langley, of course, you know, and we'll have him go around behind and kind of pick off the units that are, you know, well, like we killed the leader on, or so on and so forth. And then we have basically a bunch of our wall units, okay? So this is going to be a big wall unit. It'll have probably paladins and muses later on. Same thing here, pretty much. Probably the same thing here. And the reason those units are repeated so frequently is because they really are amazing. And now, as we get access to special characters, we'll be adding different things, and as we get access to some special classes, we'll probably change things up here or there. But this will probably be what we're sticking with for a little while. So, yeah. Shit. I was not even paying attention. Hold that thought just a second. Alright. Had to go ahead and start a timer real fast, and I did not mean to jump back into that. So, sorry for the long long introduction and all the different pauses and everything like that. But I want you guys to be involved with how we're setting things up. I want you to be able to see, why I do the things I do with all of the different, like positioning and different units and everything like that. Okay, so Lake Jannenia. Very, very fun little map right here. Okay, so we got a lot of open spaces all over the place, and then we got this big ass lake right here in the center. Now, here is the boss's place, and all the units are basically going to come down here, and they'll head towards us. So what we're going to do is it's best to just go ahead and get up here real fast, and generally up here as well. But so what we're gonna go ahead and do is we'll deploy Riddle. Okay, yes. Now Riddle will make it over here way faster than the majority of the rest of the units, because I mean, except for perhaps like Langley. So we'll go up here. We're actually going to take our other killy unit, and we're going to head him right here, because after we cap that other town, we're going to take Riddle, and we'll take Langley and go ahead and just throw him out over here. We're going to take Riddle up and to the left a little afterwards. Okay, so now we have all our walls. Go ahead and just start throwing them out, okay? So we'll throw one of the walls up here. I did not realize I had a Lolita leading a unit. That's something. And then we got Chibi. Okay, so good shit. Oh, actually, now that I think about that, hold that thought. Okay, so we have all these units deployed. We're gonna go ahead and keep one of them, probably Alphon, because Alphon's a fully, like, tiered up. Actually, no, I forgot. We don't have to do that anymore. I meant to explain the bell item last time as well. The bell item is normally you have to be really careful and not leave your base unguarded. But what the bell item actually does is it takes a unit and regardless of where they're from, it puts them back in the base. So you can worry less. I mean, you still have to keep an eye on it, because, you know, in some maps, people will kind of, like, juke you, and it's really, really, really not good for that to happen. But bells basically allow you a lot more freedom on where you can place your units without, you know, the fear that you're going to get screwed over. So, here we go. And now, of course, there we go. That's where everyone starts to slow down. And you see how much faster the freaking, the high sky units make it. So, that's awesome. Yes, I want to pull a card. Emperor. Thank you. Yes, keep this card. And welcome to Sirius. So, the local boss isn't too bad. He's a great guy. Yeah. Those of you who have played this game and, you know, have played this map and everything know what's going on. The others, you'll figure out very quickly. We'll find out as we start to go to different towns. We'll figure out what's going on. Because that dude wasn't suspicious at all or anything, you know? Okay, and real fast, we'll go ahead, and we're going to put Langley up here as kind of a scouter unit. So that will be nice. Okay, so we already see what we got incoming. Now, they're starting to get into more real units as well. Okay, so we're starting to see less and less units that don't have anything in them. They're still very, very poorly, you know, composed, I guess. I don't know. Their formations are really bad, but liberation. And now, Riddle's not always going to be in a high sky unit, because I do want to, like, spread the love with the cards, but more than likely she's always going to have, she's almost always going to have a high sky with her, but, I'll probably put in other characters, like, you know, you could put in 2 other characters into that unit if you take out one of the, like the Wyvern or the Griffin or whatever, and, I'll share the wealth of the stat ups or of the card boosts to, like, other characters. Little girl's taking a... Oh. What? Fuck yeah. Okay, so another reason why doing what we did at Pogram Forest, the whole, you know, money grinding thing and getting our reputation down, is one, we're gonna get our reputation back from liberating the places, but also in Lake Jannenia, when you answer questions in the favor of the villagers, you automatically get these little reputation boosts. So it makes getting your reputation back up really, really quick. Like, not a problem at all. Alphonse, Chibi, Destin, Langley, Lolita. Okay. So now we're starting to get... See, now these guys are probably going to want to try and go around. We definitely do not want that to happen. Want them to, like, go directly into this area. Okay. Now, we're going to meet the first wave. Probably meet them with Destin. And we'll just get everyone else over here onto the building. Okay, and that'll work fine. Okay, so good shit. So they should be fine. go ahead and go up here and start liberating this. So basically, after we repel this first wave, by the time we repel this first wave, which is pretty big, we got to keep an eye on this guy, make sure he's not coming for Langley. Gotta move him back a little. By the time we repel this first wave, we'll have captured these two places, and we'll very quickly move into capture this. And then pretty much all of their units are just going to stream out of the castle at this over and over and over again. Although there are a lot less units this map, so we really don't have to worry about it that much. Okay, we just got to keep a very close eye on where everyone goes. So go ahead and put Injura on that. And go ahead and put Milky on that. A little closer. We'll move Destin. I definitely want to get the edge of the building on this one because he is a little behind. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. We should be okay. Okay. We got this guy incoming. And I'm really not worried about facing him versus Langley, so I'm just going to go ahead and let Langley take that. That's fine with me. Go ahead and... Because I think he only has, like, the one Sky unit. He might have another one, though, so we'll see. Fight it out. Alright. I'm down with best. Go ahead. And again, I'm going to go back to using the speed boost quite a bit because I don't want the videos, especially on a map like this map should not take that long to do. So, alright, Destin's unit has, we're going to have to be real careful with Destin though. Okay, so Destin, what we want to do is we definitely want to go for weak. And what we're going to do is we're going to tarot, especially since we're full, we'll go ahead and tarot a judgment. Okay, not bad. And actually, like, honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm gonna go ahead and tarot a second judgment. Because I really, really want all of these. I'm not worried about alignment or charisma. They are far and above higher levels than what we are. So this is basically just, you know, gonna get them... Ooh, actually. There we go. There's the ice cloud. Good shit. No, don't miss. Yeah. Good wipe. Good wipe. And there are our levels. Our levels are already going up. Very nice. So we're going to get a quick pause. We'll see exactly what we achieved there. So Destin's up to 2, up to 3, and probably 3s all around. So very nice. That's pretty much exactly what we were going for. These guys are still 5s, so we'll probably take them with Destin as well. I'm going to go ahead and use a cure. Probably 2 cures, and go ahead and heal these guys up, because I definitely don't want anyone dying. And that should be good at that point, I believe. And then afterwards, we'll probably move Destin back. We might get him a couple more kills here and there, but we won't have to have him just kind of sit and take the whole brunt of everything. And yeah, these guys did fine with the best, so we're just going to keep going there. Oh, oh. Liberation. Very nice. Hierophant. What's the Hierophant bonus? Ally is up. That's, well, I mean, That's kind of whatever. Sirius seems to like is actually quite cruel. WTF. Well, that's definitely not cool. We cannot allow that. They're gonna make it back. That was a bit of a poor play on my part, but we should be fine. Fight it out. Okay. Fine. And actually, we'll go ahead and tarot a chariot. I like the chariot animation. I don't know why. Boom! That was kind of weak. Whatever. Ice Cloud dealing some good damage. So we should win. I don't know. Not if we're taking hits like that. And not if we're pulling misses. That's not good. Okay, so we won, and he should still stick around. Probably. Okay, yeah, he stuck around. So that's good. Now, I didn't get the level that I wanted, so what do we got? Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll stick around for this. I got 2 priests, and I'm not worried about cards right now, so we'll go ahead and just toss them. Okay, so real fast before anything starts, we'll toss a priestess. Oh, that did not work out very well. We are definitely going to lose that. Now, yep, no, that's definitely a loss. We did get the kill on the guy though, so that's nice. Oh, not where I wanted to go. Damn. Okay, so who do we want to meet the Horde? Not Warren just yet. They're doing fine. Alphon's fine. Lolita could go in. That would be okay. Who am I missing? Ah, there we go. Chibi. Okay, so Chibi and Lolita to the forefront, please. We'll have them take things for a while. Go ahead and just pull back. No. Where's Alphon? Yo. There we go. Pull back Alphon real fast. And that should be good. Alright. So yeah, this is irrelevant. No, I was hoping she would die before she even got her hit off. That's fine though. Not a big deal. Lolita in. Best is fine. Because they should wipe the whole group regardless. Very nice. Alright. Ooh. Actually, I want to try and get Dustin in above this real fast. just a smidgen. And we're gonna go ahead and start moving Riddle over here. And we'll start moving these two up to about here. That should all be good. Oh, see, he's going a bit different direction. We're gonna chase this guy down because he's heading towards the headquarters. And we'll have Warren take on the dude over here. Potentially. I'm not worried about it because I'm just gonna probably priestess as soon as I get in. Liberation. Yes, please. Temperance. Very. Well, I mean, that's pretty alright. Yes. Monsters around here don't believe it, but werewolves do exist. Oh, really? Oh, man. So, you see the story's starting to come together on this one, eh? This bitch is proven a little elusive. There we go. Fight it out. Not too worried about it. Alright, and immediately going to go into a priestess. Now we're gonna have to be careful here. We are not getting what we want. There we go. A little better. We're actually definitely going to throw out an Emperor here. Because I want to wipe this unit. If we don't, we're going to push them towards that town. And there's a very good chance that they'll just liberate it. And that would be a very bad thing for us. Well, not a very bad thing, but it's something we definitely want to avoid. I don't think we're going to clear them. It will be very no. See, if we had hit with that, we probably would have cleared them. See, now we gotta worry about that. That's just not what we were wanting. It'll be okay though. Overall, not too big of a deal. So let's go ahead and go with strong on this one. Tactics strong. Very nice. And immediately switch to weak. Ruh-roh. Yep, got him. Good job. Overall, very nicely done. Okay, so immediately going in. We already got him coming up. We're gonna have to hoof it to get down there in time for the correct scenario to happen. I'm not gonna worry about that bitch back there. Destin will chase her down, more than likely. Either that or she'll just run into the back of us anyways. So it's not that big of a deal. I'll keep an eye on her, at least. But now, basically, we just do a mad rush to over here. Whoever hits wherever is kind of whatever. So, it's not that big of a deal. We've already killed off like 5 or 6 of the units, right? And there's only about 11 or 12 units in this map. So, it's really not that big of a deal. Okay, let's see how things start to go. Okay, there we go. looks like she is heading up. So real fast, we're going to just go ahead and take Injurin down here. Okay, and we got the second wave incoming. Our wave is incoming as well, though, so not as worried about it. Langley's where we need him to be to intercept anyone coming down. And someone down here is not moving. Who? GB is not moving. That's fine. We'll go ahead and get her up. Not a big deal. And Injurin meets the enemy. Easily kills. Not a big deal at all. Go ahead and head him down here now. Now see, that guy's looks like he's going towards Riddle. That we are not going to allow. Go ahead and set Destin down so he can heal. Okay, and we got another high fly, or that high fly unit back. Basically, we don't want to take him with Langley this time. We definitely want to get him on the other side so that we can keep him from respawning again. Alright. Get in some good damage, guys. Ruh-roh. Not bad. Go ahead and pause real fast. Who was up front? That was Lolita. I'm gonna pause her for just a tad. Alright, Milky caught him before he made it to the place, so that's good. So she's gonna shove him back. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and speed through this stuff. Not that big of a deal. Okay, so pop Langley over to the side. You gotta be really careful with it though, because we don't want him catching, you know, units that are incoming. And now that we got that scenario down, we're gonna go ahead and get Riddle in for this place. Although I mean, Milky's not one of our super high ones. Milky's pretty good, but she's not that good. So if she wins, she's actually going to start pushing them into the ocean, which is good, because it's going to take them a long time to get out. Ooh, and we'll be able to have... There we go. So Warren's up against this. Weak. Ooh, they did do a lot of damage. Ooh. Let's move off weak real fast. Met the enemy. Alright, so he got shoved back. Definitely want to intercept this guy, though. I didn't intend for him to die. I wasn't actually paying attention. That was kind of my bad. But it shouldn't be that big of an ordeal. Okay, so still healing. We can go ahead and start moving her over to here now. Okay, so it's met with the enemy. What do we got? Not too worried about this one. Yeah, okay, so he's dead and the other guy can't reach him, so we should be fine. Very nice, very nice. But now, we are a little on the low side, we're gonna go ahead and use a cure on him. Who's this? Whoever that is. Make sure he doesn't die. With Langley, we're gonna chase this guy down. Might not kill him, but we should win, and if we win, we'll shove him back into our guys. So it's all good. Okay, so Milky has met with the enemy. Go ahead and go with Bess. That's fine, because you guys are just gonna cream everything anyways. Move her over, and don't want Warren to run into her. We'll go ahead and let Alphon show some dominance on this one. Alright, Langley has met with the enemy, so good shit. Winners, and we shove them back into our units immediately into friggin' so they're screwed. And that's the good thing about positioning with high sky units is when even if you're not gonna kill them, you can shove them back into your units, you know? So that's good shit. Very good shit. Okay, so got a few more incoming, but we should be reaching the point of not really caring very soon. Gonna move Chibi over here with Alphon, and we're gonna take Injurin there as well, because there are 3 full up units right now. And how is Destin doing? Destin's alright. Not there yet, but getting there. Okay, we don't want Warren running into them, because he is a little low. Alphonse has met with the enemy. That's kind of a very far meeting. Alright, so yeah, look at that 1 damage that my knights are doing. It's a little rough. They actually won that. Thank you, Acid. Freaking amazing stuff. So, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna very quickly rush freaking Langley down here and hopefully be able to intercept him in time. Liberation. Ooh, devil. Now we'll go ahead and keep it. So you the rebels. No, does not sound good. And if you actually agree or support, because that's serious. Come on, that's yeah, no. If you support the bad guys in this, then your reputation will actually drop. So definitely something we're avoiding. Okay, so now hopefully be able to. I don't think we're gonna catch him. We might, but I don't think we're going to. So that's Indran. Not worried about him. Go ahead and move Warren and everyone else onto the good stuff. Brought her. I have so many Valkyrie models. I'm gonna have to like change that. It'll change eventually, but damn. Like, actually, that's all I have, isn't it? Valkyries, wizards, and my general. We'll go ahead and move him here. And now with Riddle, we're just gonna go ahead and come down here and start liberating the rest of the places that we need. Chibi has met with the enemy, should be good. Not even really worried about it. Just go ahead and go with best and cut him down. Yep, good shit. Now, we want Ah. I was hoping I wouldn't be touching there. Not a big deal though, because he finished him off anyways. So now, we try to get a little closer. And we definitely want Injurin to take on this Chica. So, let's go ahead and move Chibi back. And we'll move, who's this? Riddle is already on her way anyways, so. Actually gonna go with Strong. And then set to Weak. That was scarily close. Like, holy crap. I mean, those giants, ooh, they're rough at the beginning of the game. Like, holy crap. Indeed. And there we go. Langley chased him down. So good shit. And pretty much as soon as my wizard hits, wow, he didn't die instantly. That's kind of rough. He will die though, so not a big deal. Got quite low, but we still want them to go ahead and take this fight. How do we want them to take this fight? That is a question. No, we do. I would prefer, anyways. All right. Go ahead and liberate this. And we no longer need Langley to do that. So, actually, we're gonna do, we'll take Langley up here and then take him towards some buried treasure. Oh, wait. Injurin, bruh. You broke off on me. You're gonna be this one. So we'll put you right there. And with Langley, we got a buried treasure up in here somewhere. So we'll get that, and that'll be nice. Injurin has met with the enemy. What do we want to do? Actually, we definitely do want to do weak. We would like to kill off one of these giants, please. Oh my gosh, what is with the misses? Finish him. There we go. Good shit, very good shit. That is what we wanted. Alright, so already killed off all of the enemies. Like I said, really not a very long map. Yes, I want to pull a card. Justice! Nice. I will keep that. Still believe in werewolves around here. Clearly you are incorrect, sir. And oh, doesn't this area look suspicious? Let's go over here. Yay! How low? I don't even know. Whatever. Yeah. Yes, please. Hermit. Thank you. Nicely done. Yes. He is not a human. He is a werewolf. What? There are werewolves in this game? Yes. Yes, indeed, there are werewolves. Yes, we will. Alright, so, interesting stuff, huh? So apparently, he is a werewolf. So, here's the gist. If you fight him at night, he'll be in werewolf form, and it'll be with like 4 Amazons or something like that. But you have an open hit to him, okay? Like, because he's right there. So you can still drop him. He's a lot harder in werewolf form than he is during the day when he's in human form, mostly because his stats are just a little boosted, and he gets 3 attacks, and they hit pretty damn hard. We don't really give a shit about that, though. So, I mean, whatever. We are going to actually edit real fast. No, are we? No, we're going to. I forget that. Yeah, you gotta go there. Okay, so we're gonna go and we're gonna take the. Ruin Axe, which is not what I was looking for. What? They did not give me my... What is this? They gave me a Ruin Axe. Okay, I don't know if that's something different, but whatever. Normally they give you a holy weapon? It might count as holy, I'm not sure. But normally there's holy on it, if it counts as holy. So we're gonna go ahead and... Yeah. Oh, he already had something. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're gonna put that on them. And we're just gonna run at his ass. Because we don't give a shit that it's, you know, nighttime. Hey, buddy! And this is why I wanted to fight him during the night, because I wanted to show you guys his werewolf form. And it's actually pretty cool. I mean, it's not anything super special, but, you know. Uh-huh. I'm going to kill your ass. Actually, he's probably gonna wreck this group. He's probably gonna screw me, actually. But we're just gonna set the leader, and, I could do some things, but I'm just gonna star. I'm not too terribly worried about it. I guess I should be, because we are not dodging for crap. And we are doing 1 damage to him. Holy crap. Come on, Ice Cloud. There we go. There's the 42. That's not going to be enough, though, because... No! Well, we clearly lost this. So... Pull back! Hey, what? We leveled? What? What? How in the world did we... Okay, so we just glitched the game, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just glitched the game. So anyways, one of the things... Okay, so you can get werewolves in the game, and during the day they're, you know, human, and during the night they're werewolves. There are multiple ways to do this. The easiest way is to either recruit them from a vampire, or to come to this place and you just find them as neutral characters in the mountains. Another way is that Sirius actually, or any other werewolf, but Sirius is the first one you can do it, there's a virus. So if he kills a character, or a fighter, rather, and you go back and you res them, you have a chance of that character being being revived as a werewolf. But that character did not die. I did not res him. So some shit just happened. That was not normally supposed to happen. Is he really he's a beastman? Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna have to watch this video again and see what the hell happened, but that's crazy. That's definitely not expected. That's... okay, well, whatever. Fuck you. So yeah, and that's the difference in, you know, what they look like. They have a kind of, I guess that's a greenish wardrobe there. It still hits pretty hard, holy crap. You know what, I don't even care. Let's just go ahead and double. It's not going to do much, but it is going to kill him. Yay! So I have no idea how I just got a Beastman out of that. Unless I was... no way, yeah, no, okay, so I've never had that happen before. I have I have fought him before to get, you know, use the trick and, you know, manipulate the virus and get early werewolves. But it's really not that big of a deal. Werewolves are kind of whatever. I was not expecting that guy to turn into a werewolf. I've never seen that happen without them dying first. I'm really kind of confused, actually. But, I mean, I guess that's whatever. Yay, werewolf. Okay, I guess we'll change classes real fast. Cleric, and of course wizard, and now this motherfucker is a werewolf, which I'm not really that pleased with. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but they don't get to change into any advanced classes, you know. It's werewolf is their class, so it kind of sucks. I'll probably end up replacing that guy and just dropping him as a werewolf in my freaking bank. What do we got? Knight. Okay. Yeah, his freaking alignment's super high. He's not going up. He's not going anywhere else anytime soon. So we're looking at her. She's a Valkyrie. Yeah, I don't want any witches. They're not worth it in my opinion. They can be very interesting, and we might actually run a witch pumpkin unit or something like that, just to like whittle down super heavy units. But right now, like, that's not gonna happen. So we'll just do a little bit of quick editing, and that'll be that. And I guess that's it. I probably took a little longer than I intended at the beginning of this, so my apologies. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That was Lake Jannenia, and I will see you guys back next time for probably Deneb's Garden. So see you guys later.